Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn weekly energy reading for the February 27th to March 4th. And this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take the parts that do resonate. If it does not, leave the parts that do not resonate, as those may be meant for someone else. All right, so let's see what's going on this week with Capricorn. All right, we have 9 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords, and 10 of Swords. You need to look at, we have the Death card. Ooh, fiery, fiery, fiery. Queen of Wands and the Page of Cups. Future energies, Hangman. That's interesting. Page of Swords and 5 of Swords. Very interesting. All right. Let's get Lenormand about what may be going on this week. Time is running out for something. You feel that some time is running out. A decision has to be made about something, possibly, this week. Need to look at Labyrinth. Have you been going back and forth with something? I almost feel like you've been stalling something, that you've been kind of going back and forth with something, but it's almost like you're procrastinating about something, a decision that you need to make about something. I mean, I'll say I'm a huge procrastinator. If I have something to do, for some reason, if I find that if I wait until the last minute, then I get it done. Like I feel super motivated and then I get it done. I try not to do that because, I mean, that creates anxiety, and I don't want to do that, so I try not to do that. But sometimes, some people work better under pressure, but I feel like there's something that's going on. There's a choice, a decision that you're trying to make about something. It's almost like we have the 9 of Pentacles here, something like really good, something that's, and then we have this over here, this stress and choices and decisions and overthinking and all that, like you're trying to weigh things out, but I feel like the clock is ticking for you and you're procrastinating about something and you keep going back and forth. Obviously, there's something that you need to, it's almost like you just have to get to it this week. You just have to decide on it. You just have to figure it out. And the energies that want to come in from you is that you see that handling difficult situations. So this could be a difficult situation that you're trying to deal with, you're trying to get past, a decision that you're trying to make has been weighing heavy on you. But I feel like it's kind of realizing, okay, that handling things sooner rather than later, like I was just saying, when I procrastinate, it creates stress for me, that handling things sooner rather than later, put yourself at ease sooner, and you're not putting yourself through this anxiety and through this stress and through this back and forth, right? I feel like a big thing is that we have to look at those energies that we're putting ourselves into. What are we putting ourselves into? And I almost feel like, are you putting yourself into this situation where there's this confusion and you're procrastinating about something and it's creating more stress for you? And realizing, okay, that if I have something that I have to deal with, that it's better to get it over with sooner rather than later. So I feel like this may be that the week that you finally realize, right, that it clicks in your mind and you're like, you know what, that if I want to get myself out of stress, if I want to get myself out of anxiety, what are those things that I can do to help myself so that I'm not putting myself in this energy? Do I see that I'm putting myself in this energy and procrastinating about things, right? All right, so let's see what else is going on here. Time, the clock is ticking. All right, so what else? Could be on a relationship or feelings, right? Trying to decide, what do you want to do with a relationship? If you want to grow the relationship, if you want to continue the relationship, this could be a friend, a family member. This could also be a job. If there's a situation that you're having a struggle that you're trying to make a choice about, getting more in touch with your feelings, right? I feel like it's something that it's going to the next level, but it's almost like I feel like you're holding yourself back, right? That you're like, no, I don't want to. Oh, look at that. We have the Nine of Cups. We have the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Nine of Cups, and we have the Eight of Pentacles. I almost feel like there's a change going on for you, but you're holding on to something from the past. I feel like there's an adjustment, there's a change, there's a shift in something going on with you. And I feel that part of you, it could be the subconscious, wants to hold you back, that wants to keep you back, that wants to keep you in an energy. But I feel like the time has come that if you don't make this choice and this decision, then you won't be able to move forward, right? You won't be able to come into your own power and proceed toward this Nine of Cups. Sometimes when we start to see that things change, like we say, oh, I want change, I want change, I want change. You know, I want to change this relationship, I want to leave this relationship, this job, or whatever. I want change within myself. And then when those things start to happen, it's like, oh, wait a minute. When I was on the other side of it, it seemed like a good thing. But now when it's starting to happen, I'm not so sure, right? That saying, be careful what you wish for. Sometimes that can become overwhelming. All right, we have the Three of Swords. Letting go of the Three of, that's what I feel like. You let go of this. It's almost like realizing that, are you stopping yourself from doing things within your own thought process? That's, for some reason, that's just what I feel. Is it that subconscious that's holding you back? And I feel like it's letting go of this Three of Swords. And then we have the World, right? If you let this go, then you turn into this world energy, and then you can move forward without bringing baggage forward. That handling difficult situations and letting those things go, seeing that handling these things sooner rather than later actually makes it better for you, because then you've already processed this. Sometimes, you know, we like to keep ourselves in this energy, but it's not doing us any good. That we have to move on from it, and that change, when it feels different, it makes us feel uneasy. Some people makes us feel uneasy, and we're not sure how to handle this change or this new direction that we're going in. And if you give it time, and you give it time to grow and evolve, and you can get into that energy, then you start, that becomes your new norm, and that becomes what you're used to, right? That becomes something new that you're used to. And that this becomes something in the past, right? This negativity, and be like, okay, I don't want to put myself through that anymore. Learning from this situation, I feel like this is a big learning lesson for you. I do feel that for Capricorn, I'm a Capricorn sun and a Capricorn rising, that Capricorn is going through a lot of shifts and a lot of changes. And I also hear that from other readers that I listen to, that Capricorn is going through a lot of shifts, a lot of changes, a lot of adjustments. And it's like, it feels good to evolve and change, but it also feels scary. But that's how you learn and you grow, is to put yourself out of that comfort zone and to shift to the next level. That's what I feel. All right, so what energies do we have going on around here? We have third chakras, and that's the solar chakra, and that represents increased enthusiasm, feeling like you're ready to do this. I feel like you're ready for change. I feel like you're ready to do it. You're ready to make things happen, right? This could represent something that you're feeling now, or it could represent something that's on the way. And getting excited, right? Focused in a purposeful manner, that you're ready to take the steps, right? That you're driven, you're guided, you're feeling energetic. You're like, I want to go after it. I want to have this happen, even though if this may make me feel a little uncomfortable, may make me feel a little on edge, but feeling like, okay, I'm working towards my dreams. I'm working towards my goals. I'm working towards feeling better about myself. I'm coming into my own power. I'm not holding myself back. This is a new feeling for you, right? But you're feeling directed, and you're feeling guided, and you know the path that you want to go. You know what you need to cut out. You know what you need to focus on. So that moving forward, you're not bringing this baggage with you. You're not bringing this holding yourself back energy. I feel like there's a shift for some this week. I feel like there's that shift through this energetic energy where you're feeling focused, right? You're ready to focus. And that's a good feeling. However that may be, right? What it may be, okay, this week is that when you start to take that list and you say, okay, what are those things that I need to work on and I need to let go of, and what are those things that I need to focus on, that I need to make happen? Observing, watching, feeling, seeing what's going on, and almost recognizing those energies that we're putting in to our own environment and saying, okay, this is what I'm doing, this is what I need to fix, right? This is what I need to change. I love this energy here. This makes me really happy because that's that motivation energy. We have vulture spirit, nothing is wasted. Everything I feel is like a learning process, even though we may not see as much progress as we thought we were. But same going with this reading is that if it doesn't click this week, right? But it's like you've listened to the reading and you've learned, okay, well, if something clicks and says, hey, you know, this is what I need to do. I'm spending too much time in this negative energy. I'm putting myself in this situation that I'm trying to avoid something that I know I need to deal with, and I know that I need to face this sooner rather than later. Then that's something that starts that process, right? That you've realized that you've figured that out, that you're in charge of what you surround yourself with. You're in charge of the energy that you put yourself in. You're in charge with those situations that you put yourself in. If you're not happy with something, then you have to take the steps to change it. But you have to get that power within yourself to say, okay, these are the things that I need to do. These are the things that I know I have to focus on. And just realizing that, like I said, even if it's just writing things down and getting it out of your head and seeing it on paper and then figuring out what's the next step and the next step and the next step, right? So that you're moving forward free, that you're not carrying any baggage with you. We have the self, gathering your power. That's exactly what this whole reading is about. I love it. It's gathering your power. It's gathering your power, not procrastinating, dealing with the things you have to deal with. And again, with the third chakra, I feel like it's gathering your power, putting things together, not seeing that, oh, well, it's not happening as fast for me, or it's not happening as quick for me. But everybody goes at their own pace. Everyone goes at their own speed. And you want to fully understand the change that you're going through before you move to the next one, right? You don't want to kind of half do it because you don't want to end up back where you were, right? That you want to complete it. You want to shut the door and then you want to move on from it. You don't want to keep repeating circles or repeating cycles and getting back into this Three of Swords energies, right? Looking at how do I change things? How do I pursue this Nine of Cups? Whatever this Nine of Cups represents for you. How do I refocus? Kind of taking a step back. I almost feel like the Eight of Pentacles goes with the Observer because it's taking a look at the fine print, taking a look at the details, taking a look at what can I change, what can I do. That's what I feel like this week is, gathering your power, putting things together, starting to build that power, starting to get motivated. Yes, there may be days where you feel like you're slipping back, but then it's like, oh, that felt so good when I started gathering my power. I started dealing with things. I started focusing on things, right? My Nine of Cups, that felt good. That energy felt good. How do I get back into that? All right, so let's grab a couple of these. I think, can you see? I think you kind of can. Or here, we'll make a little spot. I love this one. I love this one. It's make a wish and it has success, right? Make a wish. And I love that because we had the wish card that came out here. Then we have the little kitty cat, which I feel represents independence. And that's you, the self, gathering your power, your independence, right? Your strength this week, seeing what drags you down, facing those things you have to face. We have miracle. Oh, look at that. We love that. We got 2 stars here. We got wishes, miracles. We have the lock and key, right? We have warrior. You are a warrior. You are your own warrior. You have to fight for you. We have trust. Trust yourself. Do you trust yourself? Right? That's a big thing. Do you trust yourself? That's a big question. Truly look in the mirror and ask yourself, do I trust you? That's a big thing. That's really a telling thing, right? We have forever, forever, forever. What is that? It sounds a little crazy, but like you're with yourself forever. And you have to look out for you, right? That you have to trust yourself, that you have to be your own warrior, and you have to create your own miracles, right? And then you are your own lock and key. You are your own key to unlock those miracles, that trust, those wishes, that independence. And then we have the skull and crossbones, which I feel represents being careful of this negative energy here, right? Being careful of outside influences that may try to distract you. Being careful of this Three of Swords, of putting yourself in this energy. Being careful of procrastinating with those things that you feel that you know that you have to handle and you have to deal with. Obviously, you have to deal with those when you're ready, but it's like almost preparing yourself and getting yourself ready for these things sooner rather than later, because you see that when you put them off, it only hurts yourself. Kind of realizing those things. All right, great reading, great week. Everyone works at their own pace. This is the week to be energized, right? This is the week to make things happen, however big or small those may be. And it may just be that realization for you, right? To create those wishes and dreams and to trust yourself. Be your own warrior. All right. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.